Hello friends, welcome to my video. In this video, we are going to cover everything about the living world. There is the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. So now, before starting the video, I want to inform you all to please like, share and subscribe my channel. Now let's move to the topic, that is the living world. As you can see, here it is written, the study of living organisms, that is all plants and animals, including man and even the microbes, is termed as biology. Biology is the term that all the living organisms, including man and animal and microbes, termed as biology. Now, biology is further divided into two parts, that is botany and zoology. And botany is the science of study of plants, is known as botany, and the science of study of animals is known as zoology. The whole world is made up of living and non-living things. Now let's discuss about cell. It is the basic unit of life. All living beings are made up of one or more units called cells. Cells are structural and functional unit of life. Now, uh, the cell is first discovered by Robert Hooke while observing a slice of cork under a primitive microscope in 1665. There are two types of cells present. First, unicellular. The term itself describes its characteristics. Uni means one. Organism consists of only one cell called unicellular. For example, nostoc, yeast, amoeba, and paramecium are the unicellular organisms. Now let's talk about multicellular organisms. Organisms consist of many cells known as multicellular organisms. For example, algae, fungi, animals, and plants. Uh, that is about cell. Now move to kingdoms of life. Many scientists tried to classify the living world into different categories. Some of them are as follows. Carlos Linnaeus divided kingdom of life into two categories. Plant kingdom as plantae, animal kingdom as animalia. And then Ernest Haeckel in 1866 classified the kingdom of life into three categories, that is plantae, animalia and protista. And then Copeland in 1956 divided kingdom of life into four categories, that is monera, protista, plantae and animalia. And then the most recent one is five kingdom classification of R.H. Whitaker in 1969, and he is an American taxonomist. He divided human I mean kingdom of life into five categories, that are monera, protista, fungi, plantae, animalia. Now let's see the classification of plant kingdom. Plant kingdom is firstly divided into two categories, that is cryptogamy and phanerogamy. Cryptogamy are the non-flowering and without seed, and phanerogamy are the flowering and embryophyte with seed. And then Cryptogames can be divided into three parts, and there is Thallophyta, Bryophyta, and Pteridophyta. And phanerogams can be divided into spermatophyte. Now let's talk about thallophyte. Thallophyta. Thallophyta are the plant's body is not divided into root, stem, and leaves. Thallophyta are the plant body is not divided into root, stem, and leaves. Now let's discuss about bryophytes. Bryophytes include the various liverworts, hornoids, and mosses. Bryophytes are also called the amphibians of the plant kingdom because these plants can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. You can remember this line that bryophytes are called as amphibians of plant kingdom because they can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. Now let's move to pteridophytes. Pteridophytes are most primitive vascular flowerless seedless spore producing cryptogamic land plants. They are commonly called as vascular cryptogames, snakes of plant kingdom. Pteridophytes are commonly known as snakes of plant kingdom or botanical snakes. And first, tracheophytes. Now let's discuss about spermatophyta, that is gymnosperms. Spermatophyta is further divided into gymnosperms and angiosperms. Now let's discuss about gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are popularly called naked seated vascular plants because their ovary wall is not present, thus fruit is absent. In gymnosperm, fruit is absent, and it is the smallest group of plant kingdom. Remember this, gymnosperm is the smallest group of plant kingdom. And now let's talk about angiosperms. Angiosperms are those seed plants in which ovules and seeds are covered and the sporophylls are organized into flowers. There are an exceptionally large group of plants occurring in a wide range of habitats. Okay, let's not move up to that. Now let's talk about algae. That is come under the subdivision of Thallophyta. Algae covered under Thallophyta are the group of simple thalloid autotrophic non-vascular plants with no tissue differentiation. Algae may be unicellular or multicellular. And now let's talk about fungi. Fungi are the mosses. Now let's talk about plants. There are mainly three types of plants can be seen around us. They are as follows: herbs. Short plants with tender green stems are known as herbs. As you can see in this photo, these are called the herbs. And then shrubs, short plant with branching near trees. Branching are near the bases. As you can see in this photo, that these plants, the branching are all near the bases of this plant. Now let's talk about trees. They are tall, hard, and with thick stem and numerous branches. And trees, as we all know, trees are the trees are all hard, tall, and thick stems, and numerous branches are known as trees, as you can see in this photo. And now let's discuss about parts of plants. See this image here. The upper part, that is above the soil part of a plant, is known as, and the system is known as shoot system, and the lower part of the plant is known as root system. Under root system, you can see first vascular tissue and primary root, and the right side you can see lateral root, and then root hairs, root tip, and then the left side root cap. And in the shoot system you can see shoot tip, and then epidermis, and in the left side flower, and again in the right side, that is auxiliary bud, vein, and midrib. Midrib is the middle part of a leaf. And then see that internode is a part that rise from the plant. And then see the blade and the petiole of a leaf, and the fruit, and the node, and the stem. Now let's talk about animal kingdom. As you can see, animal kingdom, invertebrates and vertebrates. Animal kingdom can be divided into vertebrates and invertebrates. And then further, invertebrates can be divided into three parts up to cellular level, tissue level, and organ and system level. Under cellular level, phylum Porifera. Under tissue level, phylum Conidaria. And then we can divide the vertebrates or chordata into 5 classes, that is class Pisces, class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Apes, class Mammalia. And we can further divide the organ system level into Acolomata and Colomata. Colomata is body with cavity, and Acolomata is no body, cavity, and Colomata is body cavity present. Under Acolomata, phylum Platyhelminthes and phylum Nematoda comes, and under Colomata, phylum Annelida, phylum Arthropoda, phylum Mollusca, phylum Echinodermata comes, and under fishes, cartilaginous fish and bony fish come. Invertebrata or non-chordata in invertebrates accounts for 95% of total animal species. 95% of total animal species comes under non-chordata, that is invertebrate. And vertebrata or chordata, we can identify them easily because of their diagnostic features, that is notochord. Notochord in them, notochord is present, and in the invertebrate, notochord is not present. And hollow dorsal nervous system and pharyngeal gills slits present. Now let's talk about living organisms and their surroundings. Presence of movement, growth, and responding to stimuli signifies that organisms are in living form. From this sentence we can say how we can identify that if a organism living or not. From this, if a organism is moving and growing bigger and respond to a stimuli, we can say that the organism is alive. And they carry life essential biological processes like respiration, excretion, reproduction, etc. From this also we can say the organism is living. Now let's talk about some important terms. That is prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell is no, that is where no true nucleus is present is called means prokaryotic means where there is lack of nucleus and membrane bound cell organelles. For example, bacteria, blue green algae, mycoplasma, etc. So, if in question paper you see if they give the options like bacteria, fungi, mammals, which one is prokaryotic, you will tick on the bacteria. And then let's talk about eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells have a nucleus with elaborate nuclear envelope. Eukaryotic cells have a nuclear, that is they have true nucleus and a membrane bound cell organelle. For example, algae, fungi and mammals. Now let's talk about cell organelles, that is mitochondria. Remember that mitochondria is discovered by Altman in 1890 and it is called the powerhouse of a cell. Mitochondria is called the powerhouse of a cell. If it come in exam that which one is known as powerhouse of a cell, then tick on the answer that mitochondria, because you can have the options like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, etc. If this type of question asked in question paper of Ctet 2021 science chapter, then mark the answer mitochondria. Now let's talk about the other word, that is lysosome. Lysosomes discovered by D. Dube in 1949 and it is also called suicidal bags as it can digest its cells. Lysosomes are termed as suicidal bags because it digests itself cells. I hope you get the idea about lysosomes. Now let's talk about pollination. Pollination is the process by which transfer of pollen grains from anther of a stamen to stigma of a pistil occurs. I hope you understand this line, that transfer of pollen grains. Pollen grains are the things that found in flower, and anther and stigma are the reproductive part of plants or reproductive parts of plants found in flowers. And pollination consists of two types, that is self pollination and cross pollination. When the transfer of pollens occurs on same flower or another flower on the same plant, it is termed as self pollination. Self pollination means when in a same plant of different flowers or the same flowers, transfer of pollen grains occurs and new plant flower are formed or plants can be formed, then it will termed as self pollination. And another one is cross pollination. Cross pollination, when the transfer of pollen grains occurs between two different flowers. Different flowers means in two different plants also, that is from one plant to another flower, another plant's flower. It can be facilitated by air, water and insects. That is, if from one plant by air pollen grains of a flower taken and it it goes to the another plant and meet with plant's stigma of a pistil, then it will form a new production, and it will termed as cross pollination. Now let's talk about fertilization. The fusion of male with the ovary, it results in formation of zygote and thus fruits. Fertilization is the process by which fusion of male gamete and with the ovary occurs. Okay, hope you know the process. In this process, fusion of male gamete occurs and results formation of zygote and fruits. After fertilization only fruits can be found. Fruits, the seeds bearing end product of fertilization in plant. This is a fruits, seed bearing and product of fertilization in plants. Now let's talk about autotrophs and heterotrophs. From the word itself, you may guess that autotrophs are the mode of nutrition in which plants make their own food by themselves in presence of chlorophyll, water and sunlight. In the presence of carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. Carbon dioxide can be found from us as we exhale carbon dioxide, and water can be found through its roots, plants roots from soil, and sunlight is present, and as it is a natural resource, and chlorophyll is present in the plant's flowers. The green pigments in a plant is termed as chlorophyll. Now let's talk about heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are the parts that are dependent on another plants for their food. They cannot synthesize their food itself. They depend on others. Now, if I say the definition, some plants depends on the food produced by the other plant. These are called heterotrophs. For example, Coscota, and there are some parasites. Heterotrophs can be said as parasites. They are living on another plant body for living. Now let's move on to the another topic that is, or the process, that xylem or phloem. Transportation of substances in plants occur by these two processes, that is xylem and phloem. Xylem is the vascular tissue for transport of water and nutrients. Transport of water and nutrients occur by xylem, and the food of plant has to be transported to all parts by the vascular tissue called phloem. Phloem transported all the parts by the vascular tissue termed as phloem. Now let's talk about the earthworm. Earthworms are popularly known as farmer's friend, as they help in farming process. That is why they are termed as farmer's friend. And there are many things about animal kingdom. If you want a detailed video about plant kingdom, sorry, about animal kingdom, you can comment below, and I will provide another video about animal kingdom, because this video most of the topics are covered from the plant kingdom only. Now let's move on to the last part, that is habitat. All living beings inhabit areas best suited for their basic requirements. We, the living beings, uh, stay in a place where we get the basic needs or the basic requirements. The place where an organism lives is called habitat. In that place is known as habitat. Okay. We got the almost overall idea about the living world, mostly about the plant kingdom and animal, sort of, and something about animal kingdom also. And there are some of the terms that we should discuss, that is saprophytes, I mean saprotrophs, the mode of nutrition in which organisms take in nutrients in soil form dead and decaying matter called saprophytic nutrition. And another term is symbiotic relationship. Some organisms together share shelter and nutrients. This is called symbiotic relationship. And there is nothing more about the living world. Hope you like the video and get the information. I tried to give you the best information about the plant kingdom and the living world. If you like this video, then please share with your friends, and thank you for watching.